What's up, guys? It is Dan back with another episode of F1 2021 Cup Career Mode. It's the season finale with our first season with Williams. We're in Abu Dhabi, as is typically the case. Hopefully not for long, though. We're going to change the season up for season 3 a little bit, so we might not necessarily finish here after season 2. Anyway, there's the results of practice, nothing too special, no upgrades to go for, so it doesn't really matter at this point whether we're picking this stuff up. This is just saving for next year, and we've got so many different upgrades that we can buy at this point that it's becoming quite difficult to get 100% off on everything. So Q1, here we go. So that's a P6. After that lap, which was fine until that happened. So what was I bumped down to 14th until I binned it in the barrier. So Valtteri Bottas on pole. Nick, I don't know what happened to Nick. He got P20. Hopefully someone gets a penalty. Here's the results of Q2. Once again, Valtteri Bottas on pole. But then out of nowhere, Max Verstappen manages to pull one out of the bag, so he will be starting on the front row. Well, here we are. It's the season finale of Season 1 of 10, I will add. We are going to try and go to the full 10-season-long career. Not just with Williams, but with hopefully much better teams after Season 2. Anyway, as for this circuit, you can see that we're not particularly strong here, so we'll be hoping to claw back up to P8 to beat Alfa Romeo in the Constructors. And now, it's over to the commentary, me and Nick.
It's the World Cup final.
Lights out and away we football here in the Middle East. We're on board today for a reason that we'll find out very shortly. That was actually
Maniacal driving from Dizzy Slothz there. Radiant Slothz as he hits the Sauber.
I would have said that was no contact and was actually a brilliant start there. Alfa Romeo being our biggest rivals in this Constructors title.
Your biggest rival fighting at the back.
No, I mean that we're 2 points trailing them in the Constructors title, which means that I need to
but I don't really race them, do I? I mean, you do most of the racing with them.
Yeah, we'll find out in a minute that you won't really do much racing of them.
Well, I don't know enough for the season.
As a look, he's going to have a look down the inside of Raikkonen. It does not quite make it past. There is a juddering going on the playback that I'm watching, which is making this very entertaining. I think
the laggiest live stream I've ever seen, considering we're watching this for the first time.
I'm pretty sure, off the top of my head, that this is actually what the race replay looked like in the F1 game. So good job, Codemasters. Oh my god. Okay. Well, this is coming into the final section of sector of lap 1. Of course, absolutely impossible to overtake through this because it's a track that's designed perfectly with no flaws whatsoever through this hotel.
Of course, as we've seen throughout the season, Radiant Slothz would not be able to overtake anyway, so it makes no difference.
He has made a few overtakes when people have come into the pit lane, so you can't discount him too soon. As we rejoin on lap 2, we're going to see something happening. Kimi Raikkonen very close this time. Still no DRS just yet, but he's got the overtake on. And he's going to look to the inside. It seems weird because there's no noise from the engines whatsoever. Maybe I'll just put some random noises in the background. But he gets the move.
What an overtake.
1 point. So we need P8 to beat Alfa Romeo in the Constructors title. As we're on to lap 4 now. For no reason at all, Sergio Perez has come in very early. So that puts us up into P9. But of course, Perez will have an undercut. I don't know what the hell was going on with... Oh, we've run into the back of Charles Leclerc.
More contact He's stuck with his strategy throughout the season of crashing into everyone.
Do we need to talk about the fact that the other Williams is currently in 19th and is 30 seconds behind the pack?
The other Williams was crashed into by Lewis Hamilton, so that's why he's at the back.
Was that in a dramatic battle for the lead, was it?
Yeah, old Nico Rosberg hit Justin Freshpot,
Nick,
and that's why
the only race that you were leading here in Abu Dhabi was the queue to the buffet.
Well, that's rude, because this is your 412th front wing of the season.
Exactly. Well, we've got to keep the boys in the factory busy, because otherwise they just have nothing to do but wait for us to tell them what to do R&D on.
Reports coming out of the factory that the reason the Williams car is so slow is they literally do not have time to make new parts, because they're making front wings for Radiant Sloth's car.
Constantly making the same front wing over and over again. Here we go on lap 6. We've got a couple of cars in the pits. That's Kimi Raikkonen and Carlos Sainz. There is an Alpine on its way out of Fernando Alonso, but we're not going to get past him anytime soon. And we're approaching the halfway point now. End of the lap, we've got more cars in. That's Mick Schumacher and Yuki Tsunoda, who are currently in the pit lane. I think Kimi Raikkonen's in that pack as well. This is going to be close on the exit. There comes Mad Tsunoda.
Will there be contact?
Justin Freshpot retires from the session. If you saw that at the bottom of your screen, there he is, and he's caused a safety car. Carlos Sainz overtaken under yellow flag, but does not get a penalty because of the AI in this game being cheaters.
Radiant Sloth's here getting angry towards a foreigner. Will he crash into another one?
As we rejoin at the restart. 5 laps to go. I should say 4 laps to go now as we go on to lap 11. It's not a great restart. We're still, 6, 7 places away from the points that we need to beat Alfa Romeo. This is not looking too good. And dropping back dramatically from Carlos Sainz, just building suspense.
The entire hopes of the Williams team rest on Radiant Sloths and his ability to, for once, finish a race.
His ability to, for once, finish a race, which has somehow managed to fall into exactly the same sort of territory as the breaking point story mode in the finale, where his teammate has crashed into, and he was making an unrealistic number of overtakes to win a measly number of points in the championship.
This could be the turning point in Radiant Sloth's career.
Will he get the Mercedes seat that he was promised?
Who promised him that? What an idiot.
The Williams Mercedes seat, I mean, promised by Frank Williams as we come round. And Giovinazzi spun and has ended the Williams career. I mean, what more is there to say?
Radiant Sloths does not look happy going into the garage. He doesn't even
wins the Drivers' Championship in a mad turn of events. Well, we knew it was coming anyway.
This happened 4 weeks ago for us in real life.
I think it was even longer than that.
Now we know.
Now everybody knows that Valtteri Bottas is now a one-time world champion. I wonder which team will sign him for next year. I doubt it will be a bad one. There's no way that he would go to a bad team after winning a driver's title.
I'm glad that he's won the title and Codemasters haven't put in any different animations, so he's just doing a normal celebration.
After he does a donut. He doesn't even have the World Drivers' Trophy. There he is, 275 points. Lewis Hamilton was not able to catch him in the end, but he did tie with Max Verstappen, so I guess that's a good insight into how good those two are in this game. And I did beat Nick by 1 point. Dramatic. But, you know, the acclaim was quite handful. Unfortunately, Williams...
We'll see if that form of Radiant Sloths can carry over into the next season.
Of course it will. Here we go. We're just finishing off the season now, renegotiating a safe contract with Williams to carry on for another year. And we are signed. I guess that's all that there is for this. We're back with Season 2 very shortly. by the way, if you are still watching, don't buy any driver perks in Co-op Career because you get them taken away from you if you're not the host. So that's the second time I bought that perk. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to see more in Season 2.